if you're here looking for the Motherly Ties side quest, you've come to the right place. Now, what we were just doing in the complete walkthrough of the game was trying to get the basket and that basketball hoop, but right now, we're going to go finish off that Motherly Ties side quest for the first time. Now, let's flash back a little bit to see what I'm talking about.
Take it so well.
We accepted this
Many of
mission as
us
soon as
wouldn't
we
be
came
able
out
to
into the
cope
world
so
of
easily with
Detroit
such
from
dramatic
the
changes.
mother
Can I
of
ask why you wanted
Megan.
to see me?
And
Yes, of
what we're going
course,
to do
I'm
now is
sorry.
complete that quest.
I'm here about
To start it, you need to go to this waypoint on your map and talk to this police officer. He'll have some information for you.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Seraph headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Yeah, well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there. And I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bah, it's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Okay, so we have
You said an
pretty much
outside
all the
agency
details we
may have tampered
need.
with the
We
storage
know that we
locker.
need to check out Chet
What did you
Wagner at the
mean by
police
that?
station.
Well, I've
We know that we
seen
can get
that.
information
I
in
mean,
a
I've heard
locker.
that
We can get
government
information
agents
out of
may
his
lock up
office
some
to
of the
loosen up
more
his tongue.
sensitive
And
evidence
I'm
in the
just
safe
talking
inside
to
the
the
locker.
detective,
Jeez.
actually, to
What are
get
you
a
not
little bit
telling
more
me?
information
Damn
and
it.
see if
Okay,
he
listen.
can give
I
me
snooped
even
around that
more
locker before.
details about what
I
I'm
found
about
the
to get
safe
myself
code.
into.
But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Seraph case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
Why would... That's all.
Now, we finished talking with the detective, meaning we can start exploring. Explore all the different areas that he just told us about. Now, I'm going up the stairs. You don't really need to go up here right now. I thought I was supposed to because the waypoints are all over the place right now. So I just check out the building that he lives in, and I believe I go into the apartment building of the suspect. Or I try to, but... Okay, no, I can get in there. As you can tell, early on, I'm still not very familiar with hacking, so I used a stop there that I really didn't need to. I could have saved myself some time with it. Now, the nuke pretty much fast-forwards you through a spot.
Access granted.
And I use that, and now I'm in this area, this person's apartment, and exploring it a little bit. Get an ebook there in the apartment, which is good, so it's a good thing we came up here, because now you can get one. And I just got 1,485 experience points for that, I think. Now, if you look behind this picture, you'll find a safe that you can hack. Now, this requires that you have a level 2 hacker ability, which I do not have. I actually suggest that you use a praxis point if you have it here and upgrade to level 2, because hacking, for me, playing through as stealth is used constantly. And if you actually want to complete this quest to the fullest, like complete it as much as you possibly can, you need to hack that. So you might want to upgrade now, and don't feel bad about it because you end up using the hacking ability later for other side quests. So now that we've checked out the apartment, we're going to make our way to the police station to investigate Wagner.
I don't mean to judge, but I think the people who choose to augment themselves...
That guy's a dick. Just pointing that out. A lot of people are jerks in this game, just... yeah. Here's our old buddy the dancer. Still dancing away. So tempting to punch him every time.
My ride was supposed to be here 15 minutes ago.
the feeling you're being watched.
I love Detroit. There's no place like it.
I bet you weren't at the limb demonstration today, were you?
So we're finally back in the main area of Detroit, and we can continue making our way towards the police station. There's actually 2 locations you need to check out over there. The first one is in the police station, the other one's kind of behind it. The one behind it is the locker that you'll get to later. You actually get there by going through the police station. See, I try and do some investigation and figure out, can I get back there? And you can, but the easy way to do it is just go through the police station to the doorways that you've hacked already.
Beat it, loser.
Everyone's so nice in Detroit. So yeah, pretty much your path is blocked off by electricity, and I thought maybe throwing a box in there would help. It didn't. And if you go in there, it will kill you. Actually almost die by touching it for a second. So don't do that. I'm just exploring right now to try and find another way around the police station. There isn't one. You have to go inside. So once you finally make your way inside, you can continue the mission. Right away, you'll run into Wagner. There he is, standing right by the door.
No traffic. Most of the streets are blocked out.
Jensen, right? I've heard about you. Yeah, you were a good cop by most accounts. But you're lucky you got out.
We walked right past Wagner when we came in,
Yeah?
and if you remember
What do
what the
you
guy
want?
said to us, he
Information.
said that
Then go
there is
bother the
data
receptionist, Chrome
in
boy,
his
instead of wasting my goddamn time.
desk
that
area
kind of information.
that will, in his office, that will
Wanna know about the
loosen
Sarif
up his tongue a
Industries
little
case?
bit.
Ha ha. And I want a blowjob in a vintage '05 bar GT, so I guess we both keep on dreaming. Huh, metalhead?
I know you handled critical evidence linked to the case, and I want to know about it.
First off, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And second, even if I did, what makes you think I give a shit about what you want? Now, I strongly suggest you take your high-tech, toaster-looking ass out of my way before I handle you.
Okay, so we talked to Chet Wagner. He's not giving us information right now. So we need to get something to make him talk. And that something is located in his office. So let's head up there on the 3rd floor and get it. It might be a good idea to close the door, seeing you have to hack his computer to get it, but yeah. Yeah, so close the door, hack his computer, and get the information you need to make him talk. So finally, I cave and I buy the hacking upgrade, which I suggest you buy. I actually upgraded to 4 right away because I was playing stealth and I had to hack computers to get codes and just to get entrance into areas. You don't have to do that, but then this is going to be a really short mission for you. I cut this one pretty close, but I managed to snag it just in time. And now we can read his emails and see that it was actually being blackmailed. And also grab this ebook because it's sitting right there on his desk. Now, heading upstairs, we find that if we go out of this doorway over here, we can actually get more information from the locker that was being talked about. I think I try and hack this in the hallway, but you don't have to. You can actually go through a, yeah, see, the police get mad, so I just back out and get away from it. You can get in there without having to hack this panel. You can just go through one of the vents. I look through there and I see a vent and I'm like, there's got to be a better way to do this. So I go over here and go through this ventilation system to get to it. Wait. No, I don't. This ventilation system brings me to it. The one in the adjacent office. With the sleeping guy. Oh, here it is. And now we get into this office and we can check out his computer and get more info. I'm just looking around to see if there's any ebooks or any goodies in there. And there's actually a bunch of credit chips, so 150 credits, I'll take that. This one's a little bit more involved, as you can tell, than some of the other ones. But don't panic, the orb is right at the top, and it's still one of the early hacking missions, so it's not too difficult. So we got some XP for that. And now we can back out and go confront Wagner again. I'm willing to bet with the information we have now, he's going to loosen up his tongue a little bit and talk.
Are you deaf or just plain stupid? I told you to get the hell out of my way.
Yeah, well, I got some info now.
Strong words. You're a real poet. Tell me, is that how you plan to handle the judge when they prosecute you for perjury, possession, and intent to distribute?
What the hell are you babbling about, Chrome Boy?
Funny story. There's this guy, Blaine Lopez. Deals dope near City Airport. A real scumbag. You know him? Because I have a nice little chat record between him and you. So you want to go to jail? Or you want to tell me what I want to know?
How the hell do you... Shit, man. Now listen, I just did what was asked of me. I didn't have a choice.
Talk.
Okay, look. I just came in one morning and there was an email with my new assignment in it. Official business. But there were also specific instructions. I had to check out the lab for footage from an IntelliCam. They told me to take it and leave it near a garbage can somewhere near the lake.
What was on it?
Well, it's not crystal clear, but mainly it shows the boys who attacked Sarif as they were breaching the labs. And it looked like they were bringing something in with them. Impossible to tell what.
Who asked you to do this?
You think I know? Orders are orders around here. They always come from above. And nobody asks questions. You just do what they say, and you hope you don't end up like Secretary Haas over there.
Okay, so we got some information out of him, finally. Now let's see if there's a way we can get to that locker out back. Now that we've upgraded our hacking, we're actually able to get into this system and go out the back door. By this point, I've kind of figured out the hacking system. You pretty much hold X and press up 90% of the time. So I go outside and I see my waypoint and I just hop down. It does a little bit of damage, but whatever. And now I can go into the locker system and get a little bit more information. There was actually a code there, so I could have just typed in the code, but I'm trying to get the hacking achievement, so I tried to hack this one.
Access granted.
Now what you're looking for is actually on the very back counter, but don't forget to grab the ebooks to try and get that achievement. Not to try to help you get that achievement. There's actually 4 in this room. The final one on the back counter right there will actually give you the data you're looking for. Now the reason I didn't hack that is because I only have a hacking level of 2, not a hacking level of 3. Now we need to figure out a way to get past this electricity, seeing it's my way out. I need to go talk to the mother at this point to complete the mission and move on. It takes me a little bit to find the proper path, but eventually I do. I go through the sewer here. This is one way to get through there. You could have also upgraded your strength and thrown the boxes underneath that ladder and climb back up the ladder, which I do later, but not at this point in the game because I don't have a lot of practice points. So make your way through the sewers, and you will encounter some people who don't really like you being there. Just run past them, and you should be able to get out in time. They're telling us to leave, which is what we're doing. And there's our exit. Okay, so we're out, and now all we need to do is go talk to the mother to end the quest. Now, there was one thing that I missed, obviously, because I didn't have an upgraded hacking system, but you can still get that if you happen to have a praxis point. You can buy them at the limb clinic, or you can do some other side things to up your points. Now, if you know of a better way to get through this side quest, be sure to check out guides.ign.com and add your tips.
Have you found anything? Please, I've got to know what.
So we enter our apartment, and there is the mother, and we talk with her, and that is the end of the motherly ties. All you got to do is go to complete quest and tell her about all the information that you found. So of course, if you're looking for more, be sure to check out IGN.com.
An officer assigned to the case was asked to get rid of a major piece of evidence. Footage from one of our intellicams showed fuzzy images of the attackers bringing something inside the labs.
What? What were they bringing in?
I don't know. But for someone higher up to want that evidence gone, it must have been important. I got my hand on a test report that confirms what was bothering Chase. The attackers used excessive measures to make bodies and equipment unidentifiable.
Oh my God, Megan. What do you make of this, Adam?
I don't know exactly. I guess the idea was to leave no traces, no DNA evidence that would link back to them. But it just seems a bit too convenient. There were only 3 people who got out of the labs alive. Me and 2 others. One died in the hospital a few days later. The second one, a lab tech, was ready to give a detailed description of what he saw. Funny thing is, by the time the investigators got to him, he couldn't remember a thing.
You sound like you don't believe that.
I don't. Not from the reports I've read. I think someone got to him first. Someone in the government, a man named Manderley, ordered that a specially appointed medical examiner...
Oh, one more thing before we take off. As a side note, there is one other thing that you can do in this mission that will get you an achievement. When you hack the safe as you're gathering information on this case, there is a bracelet in there. So if you upgraded your hacking and you grab that, you can actually keep the bracelet during one of the dialogue sequences. So you're talking to the mom, and this alternate dialogue sequence will pop up, and it will say you can give her the bracelet or you can just keep it. If you keep it, you will get an achievement.
I'm sure you did all you could. At least now I know my instincts were right. And, do you know exactly how Megan died?
Okay, so it's right about here where the bracelet sequence comes in, and the audio's kind of messed up, so there's no audio here, but I wanted to let you guys know about it. You're telling her about all the information that you've gathered about the case, and you get the option to keep the bracelet. If you select keep bracelet, you will get the achievement for sentimental value, or I can't remember what it's called, but it'll pop here in just a second, and we'll see the name. But it's an easy achievement to get. Just make sure you keep the bracelet. Yeah, sentimental value, I was right. And that's one little achievement that's really easy to get. All you got to do is make sure you grab it on the way out. And if you need any more information, be sure to check out IGN.com for the complete walkthrough of Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Adam, it's not much, but it still brings me some comfort. I miss her so much.
Don't worry, Cassandra, this is not over. I don't know how or when, but I will get to the bottom of this.
I knew I was right to trust you, Adam. But please, be careful. It's strange. I thought knowing what really happened would make me feel better. But nothing will ever justify this. My daughter is gone, and I'll never get her back. I wish I could be sure she gets justice.
Trust me, she will.